is all about Vicki and Casey White. No relation. Now, Vicki notoriety came just this past Friday when she was on her job working as a transportation officer for the corrections office or detention center in Alabama. So, spirit guides, holy angels, and ancestors gather around. Tonight we're going down south, so I hope you got your bug spray. I want to be at the address of 653 South Seminary Street, and this is in Florence, Alabama, zip code 35630. And at this address, you'll find that there is a jail or a prison, I suppose you can call it. And while we're there, we're looking for a Vicki White. Now, she works there. She's an employee, a 25-year veteran. In fact, I think they said she was like the second ranking officer in the at the jail. So we are looking for Vicki within this building. She'll be with probably a lot of her colleagues, but also there is a prisoner with her, and his name is Casey White. He's only 38 years old. I know what you're thinking. Oh, so one card has fallen out. I like to start with 4 or more. If the cards fall to the floor, I only read the ones that fall face down. And if too many come out, I take the top and the bottom. All right, now back to the story. So Vicki and Casey, she was supposed to be taking him to have a mental health evaluation. And then she said that she was also sick. So after dropping him off, she was going to go to a doctor's appointment all on her own. Now, they said she broke protocol because apparently you're not supposed to be out riding around dropping people off that have capital murder convictions by yourself. So, but this didn't even raise any alarm bells. They actually had like a 3-hour head start. So there's one. Not surprised to see this card, actually. So, Spirit, what I'm asking about is, while they are at the address of 653 South Seminary Street in St. Florence, Alabama, they leave. Let's start the clock at 8 a.m. We're going to go from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday, and then we'll move the date around. But right now, I'm wanting to know, what is Casey and Vicki's energy like on Friday, the 29th of 2022 at 8 a.m. in the morning. And this is why they're in the zip code of 35630. So we have 2 from this Omega deck. I'm going to try to get some more out of here because I really like to start with 4. So some people were at first thinking that, you know, he was taking her hostage or something like that. But then I just said if too many come out. All right, so the top and the bottom. At first, they were thinking that, you know, he had took her against her will or something like that. But then after they started studying it, they realized that the appointments were fake and the whole thing was planned. All right. Okay, so the first card that came out while discussing Vicki and Casey's plan that morning between, where are these little controls up here? Between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. while they're still in the area of the prison. This water and this card, the Aquarius could mean a pregnancy, but no one's pregnant in this story. This lady here filling this water jug, it's like when you're preparing, move the light, when you know you're going somewhere and going to be away for a while, you start to prepare, like, you know, snacks or drinks or something. But this is giving me the impression that this was something that she had already went and brought and was in the car. You know, I don't know how much conversation these two was having, but he may have mentioned something like, you know, my favorite drink is whiskey, or, you know, my favorite drink is vodka, or this. So she had already got his favorite drink, and it was waiting for him. Look at her, thinking ahead. All right, the next card that comes out is the Devil card, which I'm not surprised, as you can see the chain here, because he is a prisoner. And after this, he probably always will be a prisoner. Because he was actually in jail for a 2015 conviction of the death of a lady named Connie Ridgway. And it was a murder for hire. So she didn't even do anything personal to him. It was just a job. So, he doesn't have much respect for human life. He can just, kill somebody for the right price. But anyhow, all right. And the next card that came out was the Knight of Cups. And the first thing I'm looking at, it doesn't look like a river because it's black. But see the horse and the rider, they go over the water. So somewhere during this day, they did have a 3-hour head start. So they went over a bridge or a waterway. And the last card that came out for the beginning is the Ten of Cups. Like some kind of weird clown on it. There is blood in this picture, but I'm not getting blood in this picture. Even though he's not wearing like cuffs or anything, they're pointing out that his hands are free and he can do whatever he want to do with it. So I'm guessing this is him kind of losing the even the black and white on the bottom. The distinction, the contrast between, black and white, good and bad, or between a prisoner and a free person. So this was him kind of shedding the prisoner energy, like taking off that uniform, getting rid of the handcuffs or the chains or whatever it was that identified him as a prisoner. It was removed. All right, so let's start at the beginning of the story and see what happens to Vicki and Casey after they have the drink. I suppose they did have lots to celebrate, yeah? All right, Spirit, you have shown me Vicki and Casey with themselves a bottle of something good to drink. Following the escape on Friday the 29th. Now you can move around past the date of Friday the 29th all the way on up to today. Today's May the 2nd. It's a little after 4 p.m. here on the East Coast. So can you tell me, where did Casey and Vicki go after they had their drink? Oh, this flipped over on the word after. The Nine of Swords is a card that shows, like somebody having something on their mind. They can't really sleep. But this is, even though you don't you can't see the target in this picture, all you see is the arrow. But all of these little arrows are signifying that they have showed up on everybody's radar. So they're a target. And everyone's looking for them at this point. And that's a lot of different agencies. 9. So after the drink, I guess the soberness came in really quick and they realized that, the jig is up there looking for us. All right. So I want to ask, what happens after they discover that people are looking for them? Spirit, now that they have come down to realization that people are looking for them, it's not going to go off like a movie, because it seems like it. I think I watched a movie like this in the early 90s. Not Con Air, but some other kind of movie. Anyhow, after they realized people were looking for them, Spirit, can you tell me what was their next move? Where did they go? What direction? Or what happened after? All right. 2. I love it, 2. So 1 was a hidden card. All right. So the first card that I seen was the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very flashy. Some people would call him like the player of the player of the tarot. He's flashy, sexy, outspoken, very I guess you could say kind of a ladies' man as well. But Vicki not only had a drink waiting, she also had some money, cash money, and a lot of it. So they go pick the money up, and her and Mr. Flashy are on the road. Like, they're still in a lot of movement. So since we see them on the road here with the Knight of Wands, this would be a good time to start reading the Knight of Cups card that showed them. Can you show me the energy between Casey and Vicki as of now, while they're on the run and after they cross the bridge? All right. So we have these two, these three face up. So I'm going to read these three. And these are face down. Okay. So after they cross the bridge, we have the greedy man. I always see him whenever there's like kind of a shady man character who is, he wants something that he's not supposed to have. This is, the having your cake and eating it too card. So they're still in good spirits. And women's fun is kind of denoting that Vicky's enjoying herself. And the good gossip. When I see this card, it's one of her friends or somebody did an interview and she was like, I don't, Vicky just wasn't this type of person. She wasn't like that. She was enjoying the fact that she was able to pull the wool over people's eyes. Like they would have thought in a million years. So that's good to know that Vicky is still around as of right now. All right, now let's go. Since these two cards is all about him being a prisoner and then having a contrast. Hello. And having the contrast. Let's have a look. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see who was telling me hi. But hello, I see you there. Okay. I would like to know what he looks like now that he's not in that uniform. All right, Spirit, you showed me while they were still in the zip code of 35630. They moved away from it. But before they moved away, you told me he changed his clothes from being a prisoner to a civilian. Can you tell me what character or what he looks like now, maybe? Or what is his energy now that he's out of the prisoner clothes? And this is concerning Casey and Vicki. All right, and it gave us two. All right, so we had a Wheel of Fortune card. I'm not sure, but I think this might be that that crazy doctor from that movie, Back into the Future. And then we have the Death card, and I think this is Donnie Darko's character. Yeah, things were going well. But this here is this one is Vicki energy of things are still going well, but Casey's energy is beginning to change. But they're starting to think of maybe you can get more done if you were by yourself. All right, so let's ask one question. Anybody have any questions we should ask? No. I'm going to ask, where are they right now? Because it's been 3-4 days. They can't still possibly be driving. They could be driving, but we don't know. Spirit, concerning Vicki and Casey White's energy, we know that they're no longer at the address in South Seminary Street in Florence, Alabama. And we know they crossed over a bridge. Here's one. And we know that he's changed his clothes. And Vicki was in good spirits. Can you tell me where the two are now? And this is concerning Vicki and Casey White. She gave me one, but I want another one. All right. Well, this is the one that did come out. Let's look at it at least. Yeah, this is where I'm starting not to like it. This is another, this card is a 10 of Wands, which is like a big burden. Yeah, she is ruining her life with this killer, with this criminal thing. It's going way too far. But this card here is denoting like a heavy burden. It's starting to weigh on Casey. I think she's become like too much, you know. It's hard enough to run away with just one person, but to hide another person, and they're both very distinct looking people. He's 6'9". All right, Spirit. Now ask you where they were, and you showed me where they were mentally, meaning burdened. I was actually wanting you to tell me where they were physically, like their actual physical bodies, not their state of minds. But I do appreciate it though. I'm gonna be more specific. Spirit, can you tell me where the two are physically as of right now on May the 2nd of 2022? All right. 2 cards came out. The first card is the Chariot. Hello. I can't read you guys' names. The print is so small. But the first card that came out was the Chariot. And the second card was the Empress. And you guys are not going to believe this. They are... It looks like Vicky's cooking dinner. And they're in like... they're not on the run anymore. They're in like a building. See the windows in both pictures? So they definitely are... they're still together. And I don't know how long they was planning this thing, but I think they're both kind of in it for the long ride. Who knows? Maybe they are star-crossed lovers. But as of right now, Vicki is still alive and they're still together. Casey's a little burdened by the whole thing. But Vicki's having the time of her life. She's making dinner. She's with a 38-year-old man. I wish I was with a 38-year-old man right now. I take that back. Just kidding. All right. I am Cleopatra Wallace. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because who knows what's going to happen next.